If you work with people, you've experienced difficult encounters before. Moments when emotions rise, frustration hardens into anger, and confusion, fear, or hostility fills the space. You feel it immediately. Your pulse changes, your focus narrows, and suddenly the interaction carries more weight than it should. Now, not because it's dramatic, but because you know it could go wrong. And these moments happen everywhere all the time. At a counter, in a hallway, on the phone, on the street, in waiting rooms and classrooms. And when they escalate, the cost is real. You have injuries, complaints, burnout, liability, and damaged trust. Now, most of these situations don't begin as a crisis, but they become a crisis because no one was prepared for what came next. When encounters spiral, it's rarely due to a lack of care or professionalism. More often, emotions overwhelm logic. Communication breaks down, decisions are made under pressure, and there's no clear path forward. Now, the result is often good people forced into bad outcomes. And over time, that takes a toll, not just on organizations, but on the professionals themselves. Stress compounds, confidence erodes, patience shortens, and eventually the question shifts from how do I handle this better to how do I just get through this without making it worse for myself? Well, that's where From Crisis to Calm begins. From Crisis to Calm was built for people who don't have the luxury of walking away. Professionals expected to stay focused and composed under pressure, communicate clearly when emotions are high, and make sound decisions when others can't. Now, this isn't about being softer, it's about being more effective. It's about understanding how people actually behave under stressful situations and learning how to influence outcomes before force, discipline, or crisis intervention become the only options left. What From Crisis to Calm is not matters just as much as what it is. It's not a list of transcripts, it's not a one-size-fits-all response, and it's not about saying the right thing and hoping for the best. It's built on a simple, often overlooked truth. That is that de-escalation is an outcome, it's not an action. You don't force it, you influence it. And the single biggest factor in whether you reach that outcome isn't just what you do, but how the other person is behaving in that moment. So this program teaches participants how to read behavior early, regulate themselves first, communicate with intention, and choose responses that reduce risk instead of adding to it. Not by guessing, but by understanding the patterns behind escalation. Through From Crisis to Calm, participants begin to understand why emotional regulation is the foundation of every successful encounter, and how tone, pacing, and presence shape behavior. When communication helps and when it doesn't, how to recognize hostile intent early, and know when to continue or disengage. Most importantly, they learn that there are multiple paths to de-escalation, and that sometimes the most professional decision isn't to force calm, but to manage risk until calm becomes possible. That clarity changes how people approach difficult encounters. It replaces hesitation with intention, reaction with awareness, and fear with control. From Crisis to Calm isn't theoretical. It's built on decades of real-world experience in high-stakes environments where communication failures have catastrophic consequences. The program has been delivered across the country, across industries, and across disciplines because the dynamics are the same wherever humans interact under stress. Now imagine approaching the next difficult encounter you have with a clear understanding of what you're seeing, confidence in your response options, and the ability to slow things down instead of rushing towards conflict. You're no longer guessing or reacting. You're leading and influencing the interaction. That's what From Crisis to Calm offers. Not perfection, not guarantees, but control. Control over yourself, control over your communication, and greater influence over the outcome. If difficult encounters are part of your job, then communication should be part of your safety plan. From Crisis to Calm is designed to help you navigate those moments with clarity, professionalism, and confidence, without escalating risk. So this video is just the beginning. Take the next step towards better communication and safer outcomes. I'm Jeff Scholes from 886 Consulting, and this is From Crisis to Calm.